The 2012 IndieCade Mobile Game Nominees, and an interview with the designer of Chroma Shuffle on Sifteo, today on App Judgment. This episode of App Judgment is brought to you by GoToMyPC. Welcome to App Judgment, your source for mobile app news and reviews. I'm Jackie Talbot.
And I'm Anthony Carboni, and IndieCade is coming up.
That's right.
IndieCade is a big festival that celebrates innovation and excellence in independent games. It's in Culver City, California every year. This year, it's October 4th through 7th. The award show is going to be hosted by Felicia Day.
That's pretty cool.
She's big on the internet. Maybe you've heard of her.
She's someone.
They also have workshops, keynotes, meet and greets with game creators. You get to go hands-on with games that nobody's ever played before.
Right, yeah.
It's very cool. We've got a lot of cool nominees this year, including Dyad, which is one of my favorite games of the year.
Totally love it. Absolutely love it. It's
unbelievable.
Awesome. Yeah.
Guacamelee, which is not out yet, but I've gotten some hands-on time with it.
From PAX East.
Yeah.
You might have seen it, yeah.
It's super. It's a game about luchador wrestlers and chickens. It's awesome. And then one, like, to really hammer home this innovation and strangeness, Hit Me. The object of the game is both people are wearing a button on their head, and if I hit your button, your camera takes a picture of me, and I have to pose, and then there's a judge that gives you a score based on your pose and the composition of your picture.
Basically, smack people in the head.
If you can.
And do it beautifully.
Yes.
And then you win. That's the object of the game.
So there you go.
Very excited
I don't know
about
what award category that's going in for, but there are categories for visuals, for game design, technology, story and world design, all the stuff that you'd expect from a video game award show. Right. But what's really cool is a lot of these games this year are mobile games.
Yeah, a lot of them seem to be kind of beginning on mobile, even if they aren't going to just stay on mobile.
Well, it's a great place for indie developers because everybody has a mobile device.
Right.
It's so easy to get in, and it's cheap to develop for.
Yes.
So it makes sense that a lot of these guys are doing it.
Yeah, and some of them are doing it really well, as you will see. So there's 4 games that we wanted to check out because they're all mobile, and you may know them from before, and you can actually play them all right now. So we've got Beat Sneak Bandit, Bloop, Blindside, and Contra Jour.
Yeah, so first up, Beat Sneak Bandit, which is one of my favorite mobile games of the last year. It is a rhythm game masquerading as a puzzle platformer, masquerading as a 60s heist movie cartoon thing.
And it looks awesome.
It's unbelievable. I really love it. If you haven't watched our review on it and our feature on it, it's really cool.
Yeah, definitely watch that.
It's a really simple idea, but just executed brilliantly.
Next up, we actually played this earlier today, called Bloop.
This game is anarchy.
It's an iPad game, which basically there's up to 4 players, 2 to 4, and each player has to choose a color square, and you just click on your squares or tap on them.
Random colored tiles pop up. Everybody's diving their hands in there.
Yeah.
Friendships will end, and I have a feeling like more than a handful of iPads have been broken.
Yeah! Because I what? Because I came to play. Because I came to play.
We went to just playing it. We accidentally, it got to be such a feeding frenzy that we were like accidentally quitting out of the game.
Got,
we were
like 4 times 2, 8 hands in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fingers.
There's a lot of multi-touch.
Squares.
Everybody. On the opposite end of that, a much more quiet and contemplative game is Blindside, which is a zero visual game.
Yes,
where
audio only.
Yeah, you are in a world you cannot see, you have to get around, and it's entirely played with audio cues, and you're kind of like walking around this world and you have to turn, listen for what direction objects are in.
The window's to the right of the couch. You first.
I don't even remember what it looks like.
Just go.
Right. And kind of like feel out the the audio room.
Super interesting idea.
Yes.
I don't know about the implementation. Maybe I should have gotten farther into it, but it wasn't grabbing me. I thought it was a cool idea.
And the thing is, it's not new. We did see it with Papa Sangre, and the little bit that I experienced with that, I thought was better from the little bit that I experienced with Blindside. So, it's a cool idea, but you need a lot of patience, I think. And if I was the type of person that was gonna like sit down and read a book, I might do that. But I don't.
You might do what? You might read the book, or you might play the game?
I might play the game if I'm a person that would like to read a book.
Which is interesting because I would think of books as mostly a visual medium.
Anyways, if I wanted to be bored, I would do that. Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
I meant like.
That's how we feel about Blindside. Maybe you want to check it out. What's the last game?
Anyways, what I do love is Contra Jour.
This is a great one.
It's such a good game. So this game, first of all, visually, it kind of plays on light and shadows a lot, which I really love.
Looks a bit like Limbo.
Yeah.
Feels a bit like World of Goo, but instead of having direct manipulation over your character, you are changing the shape of the ground that he rolls along.
Right, so you can kind of make the terrain a little bit higher or lower to get like a ramp if you need.
Yeah.
There's also little swingy tentacles to help you can stick on and swing around and pick up all the good blue balls.
This is a really, really interesting idea, and the execution of it was really good as well. Like, I was really worried that the world would be too rubbery or the physics would be off, but it's really kind of cool once you figure out what you can do in terms of like making him jump, making him stop, swinging him around.
Yeah, it's cool to see that you can kind of get him to go a certain area with, you have to think outside the box.
So yeah, really excellent game. All really, even if you don't like them, really innovative, kind of interesting ideas.
And that is the point.
That is totally the point. We should mention that there are 2 more nominees that aren't mobile yet, but will be coming. You may want to check out International Racing Squirrels, because who wouldn't? And Tengami. And coming up, we will be interviewing Josh Lee, who's the developer of Chroma Shuffle for Sifteo Blocks, which is another nominated game. And this is not on a phone or anything, but these are some very mobile devices, and we will show you that in just a moment. But first, don't let another summer pass you by because you're chained to your office computer. Do what I do, use Go to My PC. It is the missing link that turns your laptop, iPad, or iPhone into your office computer.
Go to My PC by Citrix is simple to use, and it sets up in literally just minutes. First, you need to have Go to My PC installed on the computer you want to access. Then just go to the App Store and download the free app to your iPad. Now you can quickly access your office computer from anywhere. You can work on any file, access any program, save, edit, send any document right there from your iPad.
Okay, and maybe this office computer metaphor is not working for you, but let me tell you what works for me. Yes. I got my mother a new computer, which I knew she was going to destroy within 3 weeks.
Immediately.
And I would be getting these 3-hour phone calls on Sunday mornings like, can you help me? I can't get. I installed Go to My PC on her computer, and now I spend way less time being personal tech support for my entire family.
Yeah, so now you don't have to talk to your mom hardly ever.
Ever. Who would want to?
Never.
Hate your mom? Try Go to My PC today with a special 30-day free trial just for our viewers. Visit gotomypc.com and click on the Try It Free button and enter the promo code APP, then download the free app to your iPad or iPhone. I don't hate my mom.
Let's go to mypc.com and you can try it free with promo code APP.
Bunch of mom haters. That's not me.
I love my mom. You're just a horrible person.
Joined now in the studio by Josh Lee, who is a game designer at Floor is Lava. He is also the designer of Chroma Shuffle for Sifteo devices. Welcome and congratulations on the nomination.
Thank you very much.
So, Chroma Shuffle, explain this to me. This is basically, at its core, it's a matching block puzzle game, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you say, at its core, it's a game about matching colors and dots. Okay. What makes it different and special is the fact that it's played on Sifteo cubes, which are a set of smart little block computers that respond to each other when you put them together. And so in this game, you're trying to match colors that are on different cubes, and when you line up 2 blocks like you're doing, anything that matches up lights up and disappears.
Oh, on 3 of them.
Yep. And
that's really satisfying. Yeah. And what's cool is you pick these things up and they automatically kind of respond the way I expect them to, right? Like the first thing I thought, it was like, oh, there's empty space here. And when I go like this, they actually slide to fill in the empty space, just like I was working with physical blocks.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this game is about. It's about taking this sort of like very video gaming concept that's of puzzle games like Tetris and Bejeweled, but really making them sort of tangible and making them something you can really like. That's really satisfying to hold in your hand.
Here comes a good one.
Oh
no! I missed the red. I was so out of alignment. You're probably better at this than I am. Show these off a little bit. So what made you decide to create this? Where did the impetus come from?
It was really about taking these well-known patterns of puzzle games and trying to think of like doing them in a way that couldn't be done on any other platform. So not just making another clone of a puzzle game. But
is it hard Or is it almost easier to come up with game ideas for something like this because it's so novel? Like when you pick them up, are you immediately as a game designer just like filled with 100 ideas?
Oh yeah, it's definitely. Like at Sifteo, we were brainstorming ideas like every week and filling up folders with ideas for games. So like it's really easy to come up with ideas for fun games and things to do. The exciting thing about working on these is that it was really easy to come up with ideas that, like I said, are unique and don't work on and wouldn't even be possible on other devices.
So this works with 6 cubes. Mm-hmm. How many can you make games for different numbers of cubes?
Yeah. So the base set of Sifteo cubes is 3 cubes, and all the games that they offer work with 3. And then you can add more cubes to the set, and the games will all expand and sort of automatically detect them.
So, that's awesome.
Here we're playing Chroma Shuffle with 6 cubes. In the puzzle mode, there are puzzles for 3, 4, 5, 6 cubes. Depending on how many you have.
So there are just different level designs and puzzle designs for each one. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a little more work as a game designer to make levels for all these different configurations and things like that. But it's the good kind of work.
That's awesome. So if I want to get my hands on some of these, what's the cost? And if I want to make a game for this, can I do that?
Mm-hmm. So the cubes are it's a $149 for a pack of 3, and extra cubes are $45 a piece to expand your set. There's a SDK available at Sifteo.com, and that's free to download and play around with. And so anybody can grab that. It even has a simulator, so if you haven't gotten your cubes yet, you can sort of poke around at it and see how things work.
So I have to spin my laptop around and flip it on a table to make the games work?
Bump 2 laptops together or something like that.
Well, this is awesome. Thank you so much for coming in, Josh, and showing this off.
Thanks for having me.
So if you want more information about these devices and all the wonderful things that they can do, you can go to Sifteo.com. And do not forget to follow us on all of the social things, because we are needy. Follow us on Twitter at AppJudgment, Facebook.com/AppJudgment, and of course subscribe right here on YouTube, and we will see you next time.